Lack of rain is causing trouble along the Missouri River.
Our Missouri Chief Capitol Bureau reporter Emily Manley joining us live from Jefferson City to explain how navigation has ended due to the low water and the plans to help since there don't seem to be better conditions in the forecast. Emily.
Well, Jasmine, in July, you might remember that Governor Mike Parson declared a drought alert for more than 50 counties. That executive order activated the Drought Assessment Committee, which is made up of state and federal agencies. Originally, their focus was pretty much just on agriculture, but now with low water levels, they're concerned about navigation.
I didn't hear anything in the forecast that makes us think we're going to be in a better position come December 1 than when we entered into this situation.
At one point over the summer, about 75% of Missouri was in a drought, and more than 30% was in a severe drought.
A lot of folks that have sold hay in the past at excess, they're holding on to it tight just because they're worried about whether they're going to have enough.
The dry and hot conditions affected one of the state's #1 industries, drying up ponds and leaving little to no grass in some areas for livestock.
It's not a matter of when the grass is going to come back, because it's not. The heat that came along with that drought down there basically just killed all that cool season grass.
Last month, a brush fire burned across nearly 40,000 acres in central Missouri due to a lack of rain and high winds. According to the U.S. Drought Monitor, parts of southwest and southeast Missouri are still in an extreme drought. Other parts of the state are in a severe or moderate drought. The lack of rainfall has contributed to river traffic being halted.
Just you can tell by those lines we're way down from where we have been in the past history.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers forced to close the navigation season early because of low river levels.
Make sure to warn all of our emergency management directors and our partners along the Missouri River due to the forecast of lower conditions coming along that people will heed that warning and be ready that we might possibly have some ice dams along the Missouri River.
Even with ongoing dredging, the committee now including navigation in their focus.
I think that navigation team needs to be focused on the Middle Miss, which is a critical link to the country.
Normally, the navigation season for the Missouri River ends December 1st, but this year it'll be ending 3 days earlier on November 28th. That executive order, though, that Governor Mike Parson signed in July is set to expire December 1st. Due to conditions, the committee is recommending that it is extended at least until spring. Reporting live tonight from Missouri State Capitol Bureau in Jefferson City, I'm Emily Manley, Fox 2 News.